Hello, my name is Rob Mahoney, and I'm a survivor of suicide. I've talked about this before, yes, but today I'm talking about being an advocate for someone who's thinking about suicide due to depression. You know, I've struggled with depression all my life. I'm not gonna lie, I still do from time to time, but I've been through some of my hardest times in depression. Thinking about ending it all, and it's a tough road. I've lost friends to depression. I've lost family. It's no fun. So I'm here to say about being an advocate for someone, because those who have been through it know the difficulties. They don't know the difficulties of the person they're trying to help. Obviously, there's every case is different from one person to another. What I'm talking about is if you see somebody that is in need of help, crying for help, don't ignore them. Don't just assume that they're not going through anything. Reach out, find out. Sometimes people do use depression as an attention getter, and it's sad because that is no way of getting an attention. There are real people fighting real battles of depression, of, is this going to be my last day? Trust me, I've been there. It's a hard road. Just want you guys to start looking out for the signs, because sometimes it could be the smallest thing. Just gotta know when to intervene, when to reach out, and if need be, if it's through social media, do a wellness check on someone. Don't be ashamed, because if you assume that everything's gonna be okay, and the next day that person actually did it, you could have actually helped. Yeah, that person still is gonna fight with suicide thoughts, but you could have at least stopped at that time, and maybe if they got help that particular time, maybe things could have turned around. Are you willing to take that chance that that person won't do it? I know I won't. If I see somebody in need, I'm gonna place a wellness check on them. Because if you decide not to and you go to bed that night, you better have some kind of sleep suppressant to help you actually sleep, because I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to not make that judgment call to save a life and just go to bed. I couldn't have a clear conscience. And sometimes people will get mad because maybe they really weren't thinking of it, and they're going to get that knock at the door just to say, are you all right? And they're going to get mad, but I'd rather have somebody get mad at me than actually act on what they were saying they were going to do. So sometimes it's worth it just to make that judgment call and say, I'm going to do it, and make sure that they're okay. Or if you don't want to go that far, call them. What's the worst they're going to do? Hang up on you? Call somebody through your phone. If it's online, use a video chat. I'm saying this, guys, because I think, honestly, I think suicidal thoughts and the rates are going up right now. You gotta remember, we just went through that damn pandemic, and people, their thoughts changed during that. A lot of people were forced to stay in, whether it was due to uh, fear of getting the pandemic, or if they had a medical condition that forced them to stay in more. And thoughts of depression went up, skyrocketed in 2020. And maybe people haven't recovered. Maybe people are still, you know, uh, it's hard. But I know, for me, if I see somebody in need, I'm going to A, reach out to them. B, if they reach out to me, I'm going to respond. Or C, if none of the above happen, I'm going to place a wellness check. Find out where that person lives and get the police to track their Facebook. And they can do that. They can do that. A lot of police squads now have the internet, as far as like being able to get onto the internet and find out who's who. You can't be too sure, guys. It's a very tough world out there right now. People with bad thoughts, people with bad intentions of doing harm to themselves. Are you willing to make that risk that they're not going to do it? Be an advocate for somebody. If somebody reaches out to you, or vice versa, you reach out to them and they respond, talk to them. Talk to them as long as you can, because it may be the difference between life and death. This is one of the things that really touches my heart, because, like I said, I've lost friends. Lost my best friend. I'm not going to go over the story again. It's in my other videos, but lost my best friend the day after my birthday, 2013. Every time I have my birthday, I think of him. I'm thinking why he didn't reach out, why I didn't see any signs. Happiest guy I've ever known. At least that's what I thought. But now I because of that instance, I look a little harder. Even if it's the simplest little thing. Because I never ever want to lose a friend like that again. So I decided that after I beat my last real battle with depression, and I'm still fighting, but I'm good now. 2016, I wasn't so good. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. But now I'm using that strength to help others. Because we all need somebody in life. Sometimes you can't fight this thing alone. You need a tag team partner, like a wrestling term. When it's getting too rough for one, you tag somebody, and that person will help you. Don't fight this alone. If you are seriously in trouble, I want you to call the National Suicide Hotline, or reach out to a family member, a friend, or someone. Don't fight this alone. I am here for you. Remember, Much love, peace, and harmony.